Welcome back. It is a beautiful day out in Cape Town, South Africa, and we've done Table Mountain, we've done Lion's Head, we've done Signal Hill, and I was planning to do the Noongan Battery, but it is such a gorgeous day. I decided let's move into the wine country. So we're doing a little bit of wine, visiting one of the old farms and one of my top favorites. Enjoy.
So, welcome to one of the oldest farms in the Helderberg region. Helderberg means clear view, and this farm dates back to 1688. So, upon arrival, this is what you will experience. There's in the distance is your parking area. You will find a slave bell, and most of the farms that dates back to before 1834 would have a slave bell, and the slave bell was used to summon or to mark the beginning and the end of the day for the slaves. In the distance, you are looking at a little homestead, and that is where you find a freshly produced little shop. They also sell the best biltong. Biltong can be compared to beef jerky. The land area is 75 hectares of land, 45 is under cultivation. 80% of the grapes they will sell off to neighboring farms. 20% of the grapes they use to make award-winning wines. The farm belongs to Hempie the Tweed, which is 5th generation wine making family. And that cottage that you see over there, that is one of the oldest remaining buildings that you find in this region. Oak trees you will find. We cannot produce barrels from that oak trees. It grows too fast, the wood is too soft. So we are still importing all our oak from France, America, Hungary, and Russia. There's your little entrance, which we will go into shortly. So you can conduct tasting under the weeping willows. Lovely outside. And then there's some farm animals running around. And you can do a barbecue. We know as locals it as a braai. So that's what you can do in the section over here. So just scoop back so that we can go inside and show you what the tasting facility looks like. So once you enter into the tasting facility, keep in mind it's quite small, but it's also a little bit darker than what you are seeing. On arrival, you will find all the wines would be displayed, so you're more than welcome to have a look. The wines are most of it. Remember, it's 100% red wine farm, red wine producing farm, and so you will get well balanced, rounded, complex wines with a smooth finish. So just to take you through some of them, the Cavalier is your blend, which is out of Merlot, Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Shiraz. Then you will have your Cape Vintage Port, which is not syrupy sweet. You'll get your Shiraz that's matured 92 months in French oak barrels, and then also your single varietal Cabernet Franc, which is fantastic to taste. If you're going closer, this is where you find your aging room with all your French oak barrels where the wines are stored. Over here, you'll find your wine library. You can see just next to the blazer. There is some of the wines that store there. So if you're more into aged wine, that is your section. And this blazer belongs to Hempie the Tweed, which is a retired rugby player that played for the South African national team. Some of my guests actually fit the jacket on just to take some pictures, especially if they are into sport. So you can see, you can comfortably enjoy a good tasting. If you don't want to sit under the weeping willow, you can always enjoy getting a lovely tasting with Pia that conducts tasting in a very light-hearted yet very professional manner. Yes, they do export. You can sit by the fireplace. They do export, and their wines is very inexpensive. Probably the highest that you will pay is about $20.